Gotta see that quick. While grocery shopping at Aldi's, okay? Once again, this is not by coincidence. This is organized crime trying to attack the victim's psyche, of course. Intentions are very clear. Once, as you can see, I am placing everything in my shopping cart, and this is social acting. Of course, the police officers have flashing lights. Two police officers, not just one, two, right in front of the Aldi's while finishing my shopping. I finished my shopping. And obviously that is a provoked confrontation. Once again, attacking the victim's psyche. Okay. That's the reason for the high frequencies and electromagnetic field waves to provoke movement reaction response, yelling, running out of control, kicking, screaming, public outbursts. Surprise advantage once I respond by looking outside the window. Okay, so we do have the, obviously I knew ahead of time. And this is just acting, of course, but a victim that doesn't know social acting would react in a different manner. Okay, this is my, I just paid for my groceries. Okay, let's see what I brought. Right there. Okay, that's the total. Right there. Okay, so the attack just happened, and you can see this is a show of defiance. Yeah, go ahead. Here you go. A show of defiance, unity. In our continuous effort of surveillance of trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics. Okay? This is not by coincidence, not by accident. Flashing lights. Flashing lights. Intentions are very clear. Remember, the pressure's on to have me arrested, to have me documented. Once I respond to the daily plan attacks, game of manipulation, daily plan attacks, entrapment, okay? That's the reason I'm being subjected to high-level frequencies and electromagnetic field waves while shopping at Aldi's. Constant shock treatment to the brain to provoke movement reaction response, yelling, running out of control, kicking, screaming, public outbursts. If I didn't know what was going on, if I didn't know social acting, that's the manner I would be responding, okay? I'm not a newbie. I've been through the rent cycle, and this is exactly what town of Cicero officials and our current mayor, Larry Dominic, are working on. State fraud, mental health hospital, inpatient entrapment. intentions are very clear. It doesn't get clearer than this, guys. It doesn't get clearer than this. This is it. Okay? This is all social acting to manipulate the victim to respond. As you can see, I have not responded. I brought my groceries, and this is what we do here. Okay? This is what is called, this is the reason why it's called unsolved murder cases of identity theft Medicaid. Okay? Because the victims respond. Okay? That's the reason they can get away. Well, they think. Because remember, they're trying, this is their safety cushion. Okay? This is the safety cushion that they need to avoid any suspicious activity, any association or blame once I become ill from long-term electronic harassment, secondary health issues, or radiation levels. There you go, guys. It's very simple. Similar to not placing a building permit on 5130 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois 60204. By not placing a building permit on that resident, and by the way, it doesn't have no address as well. By not placing a building permit, they avoid any association. They avoid any blame because of the continuous trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics. Okay? So that's their safeguard, and this is their safeguard if anything happens to me electronically. I am being attacked electronically since 2003 year. Okay? So you can imagine the traumatic effects on the brain, and I am a victim. I do have a CT scan bleeding on my brain by University of Illinois and McNeil Hospital. Okay? All right, so that's what we got so far. And this is the time. 3:40 p.m., Friday, June 5th, 2026. Okay, so this is a documentation of what how victims are manipulated to respond. I was wondering, sooner or later I was going to find out, and sure enough, once I looked out the window, we were able to catch them on video. Social acting is a very big role as far as regarding state fraud, mental health hospital, inpatient entrapment. Silent incoherent victims, nursing home final faith, identity theft Medicaid 6 days. Remember, the game of manipulation, daily plan attacks, entrapment, we have various scenarios, and it's well documented that each time I go grocery shopping, this is the end result. Okay, this is exactly what they're looking for, and obviously they're very aware that I always take that path. That path right there is the path I always take going toward my home. Okay, so that's why they're parked there. Okay, that's why they're waiting for me right there. And that is all pre-planned, pre-arranged attack. Social acting, blinking lights, flashing lights, non-emergency here, no emergency here, but simply a show of force and defiance attacking the victim's psyche. Okay, that's what that is. All right, I'm gonna finish packing up everything, and obviously they are taking advantage that I am being attacked electronically. Okay, and this is a constant blood trauma to the brain. Okay, so you can imagine very fatal over time. Okay, brain aneurysm, bone cancer, tumors of the brain. Well, silent incoherent victims, nursing home final faith, identity theft Medicaid takes place, organized crime family process. This is how they're able to manipulate businesses, remain in control, and silence their arbitraries. Okay? I am the only known survivor of this type of federal case. Okay? So you can imagine the pressure is on. Okay? And once again, I love what I do. And I love playing the victim. That's me. I don't know. What else am I going to do? I don't have to be her, guys. Okay? I'm doing it because I can. I'm willing to take the bullet. And, well, let me take this opportunity to let you know my ex-wife will be leaving to Mexico soon. Okay, I want to continue this, guys. It's very promising for you guys. You guys can see firsthand. Each time I go grocery shopping, this is what's going on. Okay, this is our prearranged attacks. Once attacking the victim's psyche. Okay, so this is history in the making. Okay, history in the making, especially if anything happens to me. If they're not able to manipulate me to respond in that order of fashion that I demonstrated, they cannot do nothing to stop this surveillance, guys. I guarantee you, this surveillance is going to continue. I promise you that. There's nothing they can do to stop this surveillance, guys. I'm very happy to be part of this, and we're only asking the public to participate. Please contact Internal Revenue Services, the IRS, post the date January 8th, 2025. I filed a petition with a tax preparer tax evasion. They continue waiting there. As you can see, there's no vehicles there. They're just parked there. And this is, once again, a show of defiance, unity, and a misuse of taxpayers' emergency revenue funds, okay? If, we can go back to Morton High School student that is no longer with us at 17 years old. Well, you guys know what happened. And obviously, this is the reason why, okay? So, Town of Cicero is spending all their resources and law enforcement on me. And this is the time that the students are coming out, okay? So the police officers should be protecting Morton High School students, but instead, you can pretty much, well, you can see for yourself. They're just sitting there. Nothing's going on. Nothing's going on. They're just demonstrating a show of force. See that? That's what they're doing. Okay? So, it doesn't get clearer than this, guys. Okay? Okay. Excuse me? Can you keep an eye right quick? I'll be right back. All right.
What happened?
On video, non-emergency, a show of force for nothing, for nothing. Remember, I have to respond, and I'm not responding in the order of fashion for a victim to respond as far as the electronic harassment. I'm still here. You can see clearly, there's no emergency here, guys. No emergency here. They're just here to harass. That's the reason they're there, is to harass me. Okay? Intentions are very clear. Intentions are very clear, guys. Okay? I'm shopping. I'm not bothering anybody. And this right here is the reason why I'm labeled public enemy number 1. Okay? Right there. They're walking in and out of their vehicles, but they're not doing anything. All right. A lot of traffic. We got them on video. While shopping at Aldi's. Okay? While shopping at Aldi's. We got them. So there you go, folks. Thank you. So all we can do is just document everything. You did see the police officers entering and exiting their vehicle. Obviously, by opening and closing the door and coming out of the vehicle as if they were gonna do something. Okay, that's the reason they continue coming in and out of the vehicle, to give that impression that they're gonna be exiting to do something. No, nothing's happening. I'm still here. Okay, so this is their intent. They were instructed to come out of the vehicle. Okay, they were instructed. They're still there. See that? They're still there. They continue going in and out for no reason. For no reason than to provoke a confrontation. I went out there to see what happens. Obviously, we got plenty of witnesses here. And now they have nothing to do but go away. See that? The threat is over. The threat is over. And all they can do is drive away. See that? Told you. Told you. And they're going back inside that store. See that? There's no emergency here, guys. No emergency. These guys are just there. No emergency. No emergency here, guys. No emergency. See that? No cones, no accident, nothing. Nothing is going on here, guys. See that? You can see for yourself. They left because I did not respond in the manner that I was supposed to. Remember, electronic harassment, if you place a glass jar with water, and you aim the electronic harassment, eventually the water will jump out of the container, okay? And eventually the glass will shatter, okay? Very similar to the brain fibers, okay? And over time, it will weaken, and that's where the brain aneurysm will commence. There we go. Silent incoherent victims, nursing home final phase. Identity theft Medicaid takes place. Organized crime family process. We got them on video, guys. You saw me. I went out there, and as soon as I went out there, they were instructed to come out of their vehicles to see if they can provoke a confrontation. I stood my ground. I stayed here. Plenty of witnesses. There's nothing they can do to stop the surveillance. I want to make that perfectly clear. Please share information with social media outlets. If the news media outlets are not covering information, simply turn the channel and you're going to see a great improvement in your community. Remember, I'm trying to make a difference here, guys, but I cannot do this on my own. So please contact the proper authorities, especially State Police Department. We have these vehicles well documented, and please contact Child Protective Services, okay? I contacted everyone, okay? Very important that the public is involved. I cannot do this on my own, okay? So this is a grand opportunity, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be a part of history in the making, okay? You guys are watching exactly how they're able to manipulate businesses, remain in control, and silence their adversaries, okay? Provoke confrontation is a big part of it. Social acting, eye contact. We just uploaded the video of the individual at 5132 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 6004, making periodic deliveries, indoor-outdoor golf course, recreational facility. He broke the social acting on video. Eye contact, and took a picture of me and started waving his hand at me. That is breaking the sacred code of social acting. Social acting is there to protect the individual from any association, wrongdoing, or blame. He broke that. Now he's going to be looked at for what he is. That's right. See that? I know social acting, guys, okay? Obviously, my family has no idea, but they continue attacking me as if they did. Okay? And they don't understand that by my family not knowing anything, that community gang stalking, that on its own is going to help me. That's right. So there's a reason why I don't tell my family, because that is my ace. That's my ace. All right, guys, we're getting ready. The threat is over with. I knew for the second I came inside the store, I was being hit with bright light harassment from any light source. Opening the fridge, right away the shining on and off switch redirected toward my eyes. Okay, and the constant shock to me to the brain as I'm speaking. Okay, so it's not done yet. Even though I didn't respond, even though the police officers were instructed to drive off, I'm still being attacked electronically. See how that works? The mindset of an infant child. I'm still going to get you. Okay? You did this to me, I'm going to do this to you. That's the reason why I'm still here. Okay? Because they have no idea what they're doing. Okay? Get involved, guys. It is worth your time and effort. You won't regret it. And we have so much information. Please contact Internal Revenue Services. We stand at 11K. Okay? We're on the wheel, Facebook, and we're sharing information automatically. Our information is being shared automatically, okay? And it's working out beautifully, beautifully. As you can see, I'm done with the shopping. And you see this right here? That's how good I know social acting. I took this off. You see that? This is rubber. I took that off just to let them know that it's not working. See that? But they're still attacking me even though I do not have my hat on. See that? Told you. They do not know what they're doing. That's why I'm still here. Okay? Alright, that's pretty much it. We're moving on. And we're looking forward to a whole new year of surveillance. But obviously, my ex-wife already told me again that I better start looking for a place. I cannot afford the rent, guys. Obviously, the mortgage has to be paid. It's $1,200, and I'm paying $500 out of the goodness of her heart. And she is very lenient with me, but obviously, I don't want to take advantage. Okay, so I was thinking about renting a U-Haul and parking in front, but obviously, the police officers are gonna take action once I park the U-Haul in front and start using the U-Haul as surveillance. So I really don't know. I'm thinking what else I can do. I was also thinking of renting an apartment from one of our neighbors. So I'm not sure if I can afford the rent. Okay, I'm only paying $500. Okay, so we're gonna see. But what you can do for now, you can record. Public Service Notification Awareness. I, Miguel Rodriguez Jr., grant full permission to all parties to record me in public inside my home at 5133 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois 60204. This is a public service announcement. Permission granted to all parties, okay, especially the government. Okay, we're trying to make a difference here, and this is the only way that we can get the public involved and be part of history. Okay, once again, it's going to be very difficult to open up a federal case of this kind without a victim such as I. Okay, and somebody that is, I've been to the rent cycle. I know exactly what I'm talking about, guys. Believe me, I interviewed patients. Okay, I was evaluated for documentation purposes. So I went along. Okay, when the police officers arrested me, that's right, I was arrested. The police officers came to my jail cell, and they told me, perhaps you feel more comfortable in a hospital room setting where you can interact with the opposite sex, you can watch TV, nice room, laundry, and well, once I accepted, that's how they're documenting individuals, especially young teen victims, addiction plays a very big role as well. Okay, that's why they are targeting young teen victims and children, because the younger the victim, the bigger the payoff. Okay, so that's pretty much it. All right, that's it, guys. I am trying to get back, and another reason they decided to attack me at this time is because I always rush home to record the mob. Board of Education, District 89, female employee, and male. The male is no longer in the area, but he does come by from time to time. But the female stayed behind, working alongside co-workers as second character witnesses, the security guard, and the maintenance guy, okay, that we have on video. And we also have on video the building inspector participating as well, okay. Great. Other than that, a lot of physical attacks on video. And once again, the physical attacks, the police officers, in my case, Sergeant Porter, okay, badge number 2255, right forearm tattoo, waiting, standing by, set up traps, false police reports. See that? False police reports. In other words, if I'm attacked and knocked unconscious, the police officer is going to make a false police report that I tripped and fell down. And that's it. That's it, okay? So that's why I have to document everything. So when that fateful day comes, that I'm no longer coherent and can no longer function, I want to go on the record now, guys, okay? Because I am in soul mind. Obviously, I just finished grocery shopping, and the police officers were instructed to call off the attack. That's right. They were instructed to call off the attack. It didn't work in their favor. I'm still here. Okay? And we're going to continue our surveillance. And this criminal organization, let me tell you, they just got a really good education. One more time. I guarantee you that. All right, guys. I don't want to take too much time, but I want to make sure you guys understand exactly what's going on. Okay? The pressure is on. And this is their safety cushion, guys. If they don't get rid of me, there's going to be a question mark once something does happen to me. Okay? There's going to be a question mark. Okay? All right. 4:01 p.m. Friday, June 5th, 2026. Told you, I already missed the mob. The mob usually leaves. The reason the mob is involved is to make sure there's no loose ends, no paper trail. That's the reason why the dollar store owner transferred his business over to a family member. Get it? That's right. That's how they do it. Very similar to not placing a building permit at 5130 to avoid any association, wrongdoing, or blame. 5130. Exactly. Exactly. Now, other than that, that's it. That's all these right there. That's where I'm at. And the police officers were instructed to park right there, because that right there is exactly my path toward going home. I cross the street, and then I start walking that way, and the police officers on video coming out of the vehicle, okay? Once I came out of this store, Aldi's, the police officers came out as well. They were instructed to, guys, okay? This military-grade technology, high-tech surveillance monitor, Army apparatus, tracking signal scanner device, is attacking the brain from any electrical source outlet. You can clearly see. All of us are subjected to electronic harassment living in the city. But when it's directed at a victim's brain, that right there is lethal, okay? Subscribe to Tech Ingredients. Subscribe to Tech Ingredients YouTube channel, Tech Ingredients. Detailed information, how electronic harassment is being used, military-grade technology, okay? And you can also go on Google Maps, plenty of military-grade technology resources, okay? Other than that, I'm excited. I'm excited, guys, because, I love what I do. It's my passion, and I don't have to be here, guys. I'm telling you, I do not have to be here, okay? But I do this because I care, And obviously, I'm willing to take the bullet, especially when children continue to be front and center of organized crime. The reason children are always on the videos is because they're utilizing the children to avoid any suspicious activity. Okay? The children are the front on video, guys. Okay? So please get involved. And they're also utilizing Hawthorne track race horses for long-range transportation of narcotics. It is worth your time and effort, guys. Okay? All right. I guess that's it. The threat is over. The threat is over. And obviously, I was the intended individual victim. Let's go back to February 27, 2026, a U.S. Marshal, Friday as well. What a coincidence. Friday as well. 3 p.m. Fake arrests, father and son, 5130. It was documented that no evidence of narcotics were found to avoid any suspicious activity, and that's one of the reasons why they were trying to manipulate me to respond as far as catfish. Okay, let's go more recent, May 1st, 2026, Friday as well at 6:17 p.m. They contacted my ex-wife at her job. They interacted with my son in the garage, and the police report indicates that it was a prank call. And they're looking for an individual by the name of Mr. Bravo. Clearly, May 1st, 2026, Friday at 6:17 p.m., the police officers upon arrival eyeballing me, carrying shields and a special tool to knock down the door. None of that happened, but it's all social acting to see if I respond. 60 plus police officers, paramedics, and fire department attacking the victim's psyche with the electronic harassment and bright light harassment. Now, on both cases, I responded okay by removing the cardboard from the window. Once I did that, it was canceled. Okay? Very similar to the confrontation they were looking for. I went outside. The police officers immediately came out on video. As soon as I came out, they were instructed to come out as if they were going to arrest me. Okay? I have no problem getting arrested, guys. Okay? But I have to respond. Okay? There has to be a reason. Okay? So we're trying to give them that leeway. Okay? I'm not going to make it easy for them. I want to see what the extent that they want to go. Okay? The pressure's on, and they want me real bad. Okay? Other than that, the individual at 5130, the fake arrest, even though we have him arriving in the red 4-door Jeep with his wife at 5130 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois 60204. He continues hiding to avoid incriminating the U.S. Marshal and our current mayor, Larry Dominic. There you go. History in the making, guys. And this is a misuse of taxpayers' emergency revenue funds. Okay? It is illegal. Okay? Let me repeat that. It is illegal. Okay? So get on board. It is worth your time and effort, and contact these news media outlets. I already did. And please contact, I already contacted the Surgeon General. I already contacted the Department of Sexual Harassment. All these government agencies documented me over the phone. Okay? All this information is well documented. And we are asking for the public assistance. Without the public, there's no case. Because remember, this U.S. Marshal on video just is a clear example that there's individual employees placed in high-ranking departments to make this call. Get it? That's right. That's how you. That's why it's called making sure there's no loose ends. All right, that's it, guys. We're moving on, and this is another one for the record. As far as another attack on Friday. Okay, on Friday, Same attack, May 1st, 2026, Friday at 6:17 p.m. and February 27, 2026, Friday as well at 3 p.m. And look at what day is today. June 5th, 2026, Friday, 4:08 p.m. See that? You starting to get it? There is a scenario here. It's not by accident. This is all prearranged by Townless Cicero officials, and it's a special scale that they use. Okay, this scale is called social acting equals reaction response panic. That measures the victim's emotional disturbance state of mind. There you go. That's why I don't drink and I don't smoke. Okay, so that makes me a harder target. All right, get on board, guys. Please do your diligence, and especially when there's children involved, especially when there's Hawthorne track race horses involved. And we just uploaded the video of homeowner Martinez placing their dog on the porch on a very hot day yesterday, and the dog was barking for a number of hours on video. Okay. So that is animal abuse. I don't think homeowner Martinez's wife was at home, okay? I think organized crime members, Nello Greco and his nephew Anthony J. Loader, they were there, and they simply tossed the dog on the porch, and obviously it's hot, and the dog is going to respond by barking for several hours. On video, guys. That is child abuse, dog abuse, animal abuse, and obviously we need the public to get involved. This is organized crime. Has no shame utilizing animals and children to benefit themselves. Okay. All right. Appreciate your support, guys. Get involved, and I'm gonna finish. That's it. That's it, guys. And that's the reason why they call it. This is me. And this is it right here. Unsolved murder cases of identity theft Medicaid. There you go. I am the only known survivor, and that's the reason Townless Cicero has labeled me public enemy number 1. Okay. A misuse of taxpayers' emergency revenue funds estimated at over $1 million. If you put into account 60 plus police officers. And fire department and paramedics. Okay, and we also uploaded individuals smoking a vapor at 5139, and that is a trap house as well. Smoking a vapor, 5139, and he also has a pit bull that interacts with the Martinez family animals to continue the dog barking distraction. Okay, all right. Appreciate your support, guys. Get involved. We got them.